Hello. So I'm going to be talking about how to plan a trip. Planning a trip overseas, whether long or short, can seem overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. In this video, in just a few minutes, I'll show you how to take the stress out of planning a trip by laying out a simple step-by-step guide that'll ensure that you don't forget anything. There's a lot to think about when planning a trip. From getting a visa, to figuring out transportation, to booking accommodation and getting local currency, it can be downright stressful, but here's a step-by-step guide on how to do it. However, I'll only be sharing a few tips, not the full guide. We are going to do that in class. Number 1, your budget. Before you can even begin to plan a trip, you need to take a good look at your finances and figure out how much money you have to spend on your adventure. Number 2, decide on your travel style and partners. Is this a short vacation, a 3-week trip overseas, or long-term travel that you are planning for? And who's coming with you? Take a moment to answer this question. Are you going to be traveling solo or with a partner, a group of friends, or with your family? Do you want a romantic getaway? Romance isn't just limited to beaches and resorts. Do some research and find out what are the most visited romantic sites in your destination. Sit down with your partner if you are traveling with someone and decide on multiple destinations or spots that you'd like to visit. Find out what is there to do in each place. Do your research on the weather, the locals, and how much of the language you need to know in case you're going to a place or places where a foreign language is spoken. What the weather will be like. Is it high or low season? If you want to travel during high season, make sure to buy your tickets and passes ahead for the best deals. Step 3. Find out visa requirements. Investigate if you need to obtain a visa for the country or countries you are thinking of traveling to. You may not need one for the first country you arrive in, but maybe you will need one for the other countries in your itinerary. Can you get a visa online? Can you get a visa on arrival, or do you need to get it in your home country? Step 4. Book flights. Now that you know where you want to go, check. Do you have your visa? Check. But now here comes our favorite part. It's time to book a flight. First, you'll need to answer these questions. What airport will you fly into? This means what airport will you be arriving into? Are you going to make a round trip and fly out of the same airport? Or are you departing out of a new place? Know when to buy. Buy and play tickets months ahead of your trip is very wise and advised by almost all travelers. Do some research and find out what you can take with you in your carry-on, so you don't face any unpleasant surprises at the airport. Every airline has different rules and policies for luggage. Finally, transportation. We also consider transportation in a new city. If the city is very walkable, this means if you can walk around the city, you might want to stay right in the center or downtown. If Ubers or public transportation is easily accessible, you may want to consider saving money by using public transportation. I recommend doing plenty of research. And there is a lot more to cover. There is a lot more that I'd like to share with you. But I will only share this for now because I'm going to be sharing the rest with you in class. So see you next time.